the things that are working well on this lineup, Nameless.
Yeah, I mean, not much. They just played the Seattle Surge. You know, they got 3-0'd, and they got, you know, preferable maps in that one. You would say that they're a pretty solid Karachi team, and they got 3-0'd by the worst team in the league that we've seen throughout this stage. And then for the Monster Energy pregame, the HP form has disappeared. If you remember back in stage 1, they were impressive in that game mode. Not anymore. 1-4 in Major II Qualifiers. Breaking is failing. They're 9th in Major II Qualifiers and also 12th in hold rate. So the fundamentals, it's just not being done in HP, leading to 0-1 in every series.
Yeah, unfortunately, they're rotating, but they're not getting the setups. They're not getting the kills, which sucks is because I think the makeup of this team is actually pretty good. I think everybody fits their roles really well. It's just, unfortunately, they're not able to do it all at the same time. There are times when Fame is having a great series, but the rest of his teammates aren't, or Diamondcon's having a really good series and everybody else in it isn't. So this is one of those cases where they need to be able to transfer what's happening in scrims to their online matches.
We see the potential. We've seen them be clutch. We've also seen them crumble in front of our eyes. Which LAG do we get today? Well, they're facing off on sub base, 2 high rises, Skid Row, and we'll close it out on a Rio, which I think we're actually getting to. We're getting another game 5.
And this is what Carolina needs. They need desperately to be good at Rio S&D. I'm glad they finally have it in the series. And then also, like, interesting note here, you know, Carolina, they're 10-12 in hardpoint, but if you remove Invasion, they're actually 10-5 and one of the top 4 hardpoint teams we have in the game. So they've now started to veto that map, finally giving themselves a fighting chance in these series.
All right, it's time to make our Scuff Pick'ems official. I'm going to kick things off by going purple here. I believe in Fame.
Oh, wow. Really?
Yeah, you like that?
I think the series is definitely coin flip. Either of these teams could show up today. I'm going to lean Carolina Royal Ravens, though, just because I think Gwen could easily, if they start finding some consistency, be up for Rookie of the Year.
Nameless, you could go 60-28 with the correct prediction right now.
Yeah, it's gonna be Carolina.
You might regret that. Let's see if the fans agree.
Yeah.
They also chose Carolina. All right. Am I wrong for the second time today? It's probably likely. Let's go to Merc and Maven to find out.
Chris, when we've casted, yeah, you've gone with like the team that's probably not going to win both times. But Boston brought all the way to a game 5, round 11. There was almost some magic.
There was.
Maybe Joe gets done for Chris.
Obviously, we're doing U-turns, trying to give it to him. Yeah, who knows? But I mean, I think you look at recent form, yeah, you 100%, I think probably take Carolina here. Just looking at the facts of, well, one team beat Seattle 3-1, the other one just got smoked 0-3 by them. So, like, you have that recent matchup for both of them.
So your barometer is Seattle Surge.
I mean, it's one of my barometers.
Or your litmus test, or whatever you want to call it.
Whatever you want to call it, but we're doing a sub-basis solid map for both of these teams, 3-1 for Carolina. I mean, this was the map when this team formed. This was their go-to. But on the other side for LAG, 2-2. But you can see there the overall record. So you got 3-10 for Carolina, 4-10 for LAG. So a big one when we talk about CDL point standings.
No, it certainly is. Yeah, I mean, both teams going to be difficult if you're trying to get in the winner's bracket. You have to think about the overall picture as well. I mean, yes, we have our little segments, our stages with lead to a major. You want to get your best footing there, but at times it's got to be reminiscent and remember what you need in the overall bigger picture to try and make your way to champs.
Yeah, nice start here for LAG. Good time, and then over towards P2. You have 3 players set up. So it looks like Carolina just going to hang out for now and soak up the rest of this time. As Gwyn just going to wait for the hill to pop, and then they're going to start their 4-man push. Actually, yeah, TJ's going to find the first pick, and that's going to be the go signal. So the light is green. Here comes the Royal Ravens trying to break on through.
I'm back, Joe. Sorry, I was distracted. Ali was throwing pins at me, but I'm focused now. I was attacked, Joe.
I mean, you distract them almost every death segment, so I think that's fair.
I poured a almost full bottle of water on my chest today in a white V-neck while they were trying to do rehearsals.
That's all right. It was warm.
It was, Joe. Diamondcon getting in and battling. Fame's got the top side. Diamond wins the bottom, snacks back to help Fame to get another as they look to secure this time. Pushing out his Diamond, battle into tank. Fellow staying up long enough to get a little bit of help there in Gwen.
Yeah, I mean, nice job by LAG. Office spawn, getting right back into the hill. But, hey, Carolina say, let's go for this. There's 25 seconds left. We got a couple of kills middle of the map. We have TJ playing safe with Fellow, with P3 coming up next. So pretty much going to have a tied game here in Carolina in a really good spot on rotation.
Well, so they do the final couple seconds, but yeah, set up early as you mentioned. Will be felony.
You're so far away if you're LAG still.
Yeah, Gwen's going to spawn there safe towards the next point as well. You're still fighting on hold if you're LAG, and yeah, you've got to trek so far. I mean, it's more time to kind of get that comfort, get that layer between you and the hard point. Maybe now a chance for them to start pushing out, but That's what Gwyn trying to make sure they can't get across for free.
I mean, it is 17 seconds in already. You've just gotten past the 50-yard line of the map if you are LAG. So great job by Carolina. They obviously understand the spawns on this map to a T. You know exactly where they want to be, but here comes the first push. Halfway through the hill. And they do end up getting TJ off of it, but Gwyn is there for the trade, up to 7-5, and Carolina in the lead.
Yeah, it's like one of those things if it's like Invasion and you're spawning out deep and you gotta trek the whole way across that map, but this one's just not all that big. When you get a little comfort time like that, when you can enjoy the opening 30 seconds, yeah, he did something right. Getting the final seconds, though, here will be Gorillas, though. Once again, you'll have the early setup ready for Royal Ravens. On the other side, it'll be TJ and Gwyn that are set up for next. We'll go to the mid-map cut that Spello is trying to get eyes on the cross.
You know, again, a lot of these gunfights are just not happening where LAG want them to. Estriel and Fame, well, both of their teammates are dead, so they're just going to try to stay alive in the middle of the map, maybe find a kill or two. Fame able to connect on to Clay, but Clay's just going to spawn up, look over his teammates. Some nice moves there from Estriel up top 3. Here we go. Here comes that first push for LAG.
Once again, though, it's about 30 seconds off the point. This has been a nice little sequence here trying to build this lead if you're Royal Ravens. The good thing for Gorillas in the last hard point, I guess, at least you got through and you got, I don't know, final 20-25.
I don't know if you're going to hit that here.
Exactly. That becomes the problem then when you get a couple of these in a row where you're able to get the early setup and retain the entire time if you are Carolina. Now start to push out to what could be a significant lead. 5 in a row for Fellow.
Yeah, Fellow looking for the cruise missile. Maybe trying to bait a teammate, get some of that info over towards the P5 rotation. 2 players in Assault and Estriel gonna find a kill. So a chance maybe here for LAG to get into a setup, and they take down Fellow. So no cruise earned for the side of Carolina, and some map control finally for LAG as they win a rotation.
Yeah, they need this time desperately, because you think if that's another hard point, you do a third one there, you're up 100 or so for your Carolina Royal Ravens. It's not a map that's easy to rally back on, so you desperately needed this. Still a lot of time left, though. Want to continue to hold. Clayster able to get a pick. Trade seems to be coming through, but he stays up. Gwyn gets a kill. Pressure building, but it looks like you've done enough to hold on if you're Gorillas, at least for now.
Yeah, at least for now, but Carolina, no. A couple of players off a spawn, so we can put the pressure on. Great job by Clay to just play his life, stay alive in finesse. So they're going to get them off of the time. Trying to keep control of this side of the map, so they're going to fight for the final 15. Estriel's on 5 in a row. Can he find a cruise? Little extra something here for LAG, able to do so.
Oh, barely. He has 4 HP, almost. Gun from up top. That's enough to get that cruise. We'll see when that's thrown into the fray. Trying to clip off heads is Estriel. Lead dwindling now to around 35. Another chance here. Got to chain together a few of your Gorillas. Kind of give Royal Ravens a dose of their own medicine.
They do a very good job. You had Clay and TJ trying to stay alive on the left side of your mini-map. Estriel still alive on that spree, up to 7. LAG able to recover with that P5 and now into this P1. Great map control, spawn recognition. They are cut down just a little bit here as Carolina just trying to find an opening.
Maybe the opening comes through TJ and Clay. Fame trying to make sure that opening is closed as quickly as possible as he tries to secure the gap. 15 left to go. Next hard point popping here shortly. We'll start to focus on those rotations here in a moment. But for Gorillas, nice little sequence. You stay in this game, give yourself a fighting chance, and Assault will take down 2 of them as we get ready for the next point. You've got 2 players here, one from either side, really right on top of each other, who will win the fight, trying to get the hip fire to connect, but he gets caught tossing the stun. So Gwyn able to win it with 11 HP. We'll see what kind of time it leads to.
Yeah, this is where Carolina started to get going on the first set of rotations. 2 players dead, though. A couple of headshots come in for LAG. You see the deep spawn. So a 4-on-2 on the hill. And Estriel's actually going to play for the players off spawn. So he's able to find 1. That puts more pressure here on Gwyn and Clay. Not able to hold on. And, well, they're going to get cut down as Gorillas now able to fight on through. But Carolina up 30. Let's go to our Ravens listen in.
I'm looking here. P2 window. One could be on mid.
P1, hitting tunnel.
He hit tunnel. Back up A1. Jumping A1. One shot top god Eddie. One shot top god Eddie.
I'm with you. I'm coming. Top our god Eddie, guys.
A1 dead. Top our god Eddie somewhere. Estriel up there. Estriel's up there. He's laying down 10 probably, bro. He's on me shooting me from top 10. Top 10, Estriel. One might hit right, guys.
They get it right.
Estriel top 10, bro. He went top snow. I'm gonna repitch.
P1.
I can kill this guy P1. Hold on.
I can get this guy.
Can't remove
markers.
I'm in the back right, 2 on hill,
Right.
1 back right,
I'm
1 on
hitting
hill.
back left. I'm gonna hit back left, okay?
Top snow, bro. Top snow right now.
Astro picked up left. He might push out left. He's back left pillars. Get P5 and top snow here.
Yeah. I'm
The other one's just sitting in the corner,
find
bro.
this kid 10.
That's sure done.
Nice, good job. That was the guy left.
In the back, bro.
One's in tunnel. One is in tunnel behind the old P4. In tunnel behind
He's
the
in
old P4.
hill looking 10. In hill looking 10 from under. Yeah, make sure we don't flip, guys. Just
Tell me
don't
we
flip.
You have someone else.
Someone pick up tunnel.
I'm in con. Assault Astral
Tunnel, absolutely, bro.
and Fame.
I have it tunnel right
I'm
now.
gonna left.
I have
I have
tunnel right
left. I
now.
have left.
Low P5 on me. He's hitting. P5.
Dead. Assault
Soul,
tunnel.
Fame,
Tunnel
Diamond
dead.
Con. Diamond Con and Fame, last 2.
We're missing one out left somewhere.
Diamond Con and Fame, we're missing Fame. Is Fame in hill?
Fame's on hill.
Fame's on hill. We're missing Diamond
there.
Con.
Going right, bro.
I'm in new, guys.
Yeah.
I'm holding.
You heard some good comps there at times calling out what they're missing, not to flip spawns, but the sequence that really stood out, I think, is just, I think I heard Estriel is 10 by every player as they all died to him over and over.
He literally destroyed them. Broke that hill himself, gives them a 30-point lead. What a turnaround here for LAG. This second set of hills has been all them, and it's behind a couple individual plays from Estriel. He really got going on that P5 that we saw first time through, but maybe now it's Clay's turn. He's able to find a double. The cruise does not lead to a break. Make it a third. And Clay, I thought he sounded pretty frustrated, a little pissed off in that listening. Just with some of the fundamentals maybe that was happening, not the trades they were looking for. As well, we'll pretty much have a tied game after this hill.
Yeah, almost like he would call where Estriel was going, expected like somebody to be able to get the kill or not allow him to get to his spot, and then he just dies to him again. Like, he definitely sounded a bit flustered there. But you're still in this game, and maybe that's just probably, you've had a lot of like close hard points lately. If there are them some close hard point losses, I'm sure the little mistakes start to wear on you, especially when you're a vet.
Oh yeah, no doubt about it. It's just, yeah, it's not always the best thing to listen to when you're on the other side of it, right? Puts a little bit more pressure on you. But there we go. That is going to be 4 dead, and maybe that's what they need to set up here at this P5. You see where LAG is spawned, and they're going to have to take some long routes to get out of this trap.
Some absolute beautiful hard point from Carolina early, some frustrating moments over a stretch, and now you get a chance for this final run. 50 needed for the victory, 30 remaining on the hard point, but now the pressure building in from Los Angeles Guerrillas as they look to fly. TJ trying to finesse. Team kill comes through, which may help them a bit as well. Still, Carolina in the point numbers there, I thought a moment if you're Guerrillas, but things start to disappear. Estriel and Fame, though, the openers.
Yeah, so they get out now. They're going to find around 10 seconds, but the key here is the map control, right? Because we're going to go to a P1 next and trying to set themselves up for spawns for P1 and P2. So LAG playing the long game. They give up the lead. They're down around 27 as TJ going on a long route through the water.
I'm a Dolphin. Surprise. I'm a Dolphin that kills. Because he's able to get 2. He was able to make the play around the flank, and now they get into the point. Great play from TJ. Gwen hitting with the pistol. Into the point. Go Carolina. 25 now to win, and the long routes pay off.
Yeah, if we could just ice over water, that'd be awesome. I think we'd all appreciate that. But through the water route, he's able to open up the map, and now Carolina in control. It looked like he was getting away from him. Estriel's got 29 kills. He really put the team on his back that second set, but well, they slowed things down. Clay with some big kills at that P4, and now it's all Royal Ravens.
That's kind of what Ali said on the desk a little bit with this LAG team. Somebody will pop off. It's just usually one of them. They haven't been able to get a full team effort. This time it's Estriel, but it's not enough to get the win. And I think that shows, listen, I think teammates go through a lot. They become your brothers, right? Like, you go through war with these guys, but there are frustrating moments. I think we heard a little bit now listen in, but I think, you know, if you think about Clay and Fellow and TJ, I know Gwen's like the new guy, but like, they've been through a lot, seen everything. Yeah, it sounds frustrating, but they bounce back.
Yeah, they've teamed with this guy before. They kind of expect this. But yeah, I mean, just a team effort, balanced effort there from Carolina. Nice job. I thought the game was very much getting away from them. I think the turning point was after that P3, setting up a P4. You used the cruise to really open up the front side of that hill, but then Clay and I think Fellow find like 4 or 5 in a row. Pretty much control the rest of the map. They get that P5, and then TJ on that long flank pretty much sets them up for the W. But there you can see Estriel with the 30 bomb, 5,300 damage.
I mean, look at his damage compared to the rest of the lobby. Like, you'll typically, I don't know. It's it's usually not that lopsided. Like your teammate has like 2,000 more than the rest of you. Like, yeah, he went hard in the paint. He had some incredible moments, but just not enough to beat the full team effort that you got from Royal Ravens. They saw some instant improvements with fellow in the roster in Hardpoint. They've had some tough and close losses as of late. Small mistakes have been real frustrating. I think even Clay tweeted after the Optics series and was like, you know, I think I've come away. Like, I'd be tweeting out some wild stuff or real frustrated after that, but, you know, we go again. We try to improve type tweet, and kind of heard it within that game.
Yeah, you're going to see at this point, this is when they really kind of run you wide open, and then Estriel just starts to go crazy. Starts to go crazy, brings his team back to that P5. But yeah, you're not wrong. I mean, Clay's been through it all.
Yeah.
And obviously he's probably a guy who last couple of years just wants to get back into the mix, starting in these winners brackets, playing for top 4, playing on that main stage for as long as possible at these tournaments. Yeah, it's just going to take some time, but I think you heard in the listen is, you heard the frustration, you also heard what Fellow brings to his team. Yeah, calling out names, who we're looking for, what to look for, and it turns into a win.
It absolutely does. They hit another gear over the final stretch. They're able to close it out. I mean, Hardpoint obviously going to be where they're favored. You know, it's wild to think back to like a couple months ago for Gorillas, man. We thought they were one of the better Hardpoint teams. They really were hitting a nice form, but things have gone off the rails. You heard the desk kind of joke, is it maybe blow it up time or move it around time or something time? Is their success? Those moments they had to kind of capture you, they've disappeared. Now we get ready for a search where, what are you thinking?
Well, I think this SSD is a little bit interesting because, I mean, obviously, as we look at the game flow, yeah, it was 184 to a 140, and then that P4, that they used the cruise there. That was the cruise, and where Clay and Fellow went off to tie the map up. I mean, you know, you look at this S&D, both teams 1 and 2 here on High Rise, but Carolina are 3 and 2 in this split. So that is an area we talked about they have to improve, and they're doing it.
Yeah, no, that was the big question mark, was can they find some improvement in Search and Destroy? High Rise, the one we just saw them get that win in over Optic, they dominated. They look really, really strong there. We were thinking maybe, you know, they want to add something to kind of the map pool. Maybe this is going to be something that's going to be really solid for them. But we just saw it once. Now we'll get to see it again. Can they bring that same thunder? Can they still look really solid there? Because if they get some go-to maps in Search, they can be a threat to just about anybody if they can do that.
And then on the side of LAG, we just saw it. They just saw it, right? So can you throw some counters in? Sure. What did Carolina like to do? Was it just, you know, simple rounds that worked out for them? Maybe, right? There was a lot of first bloods that went their way. Just fell out.
Every one. I think it was every one except when Gwen fell off the map. Like, it was literally his first bloods.
So we'll see it if LAG can get back into the series.
Yeah, they got some work to do. It was close, and then it wasn't. LAG kind of fall apart over the final stretch. The boys, the Ravens, start to make the plays. We'll see if Estriel can keep it going, continue to be a playmaker for this side. Sometimes in Search, it feels like it's been Clay just being so strong for this team when they need him on the Ravens side. So you look at the High Rise Search Destroy record, kind of what you just talked about. Both 1 and 2.
I mean, honestly, a lot of the stats looking at these two teams, it's pretty much a wash, right?
Yeah.
Obviously, you're talking about 2 of the teams in the bottom 4. Trying to find as many CDL points as they can. But as we talked about with Carolina, their improvements with this roster, they have a stretch here through this schedule. Looking at somebody's cat.
Meow!
They could start in the winner's bracket.
Yeah.
If they find wins.
Seeing if Carolina can string together some real solid search and destroy efforts on this map. Gwen lurking underground. Offense for Gorillas. They're starting to work their way up towards mid-map. Apply pressure over towards B. Bomb carrier going to be caught. Gwen's been lurking the entire time, and there's the opening kill. On to Estriel. Slow down the hot hand as he was going off in map 1.
Yeah, Fame, he knows Fellow's here. Not going to use his nade yet. Well, now he knows. That's where he shows his spot. He's going to have to back down. Assault going to pick up that bomb.
Yeah, I was like, oh, shucks. Like, he's just waiting, and then just didn't strike at the right time. But now you start to. Diamond Con gets one. Fame will bounce. Assault able to come in from behind, and now it's going to be TJ. 1 versus 2. No chance to ice. He gets dropped. So you get the first blood if you're Ravens. Not much else after that.
Yeah, they're able to isolate Fellow finally to turn that into a 3 versus 3. And then they just kind of get picked apart here. Does Carolina. The flank comes in through blue, but that's quickly picked up and traded. Diamond Con able to find a double in the round. So a nice job by LAG. Recover the objective, find all the kills.
And Gwen starts the first blood, able to get 2, but Diamond Con, really kind of the hero of that round for Los Angeles in the middle of it. Clay trying to get some damage in downrange. Get some tag spot for info is right back to it underground. Will be bomb carrier and TJ. Gwen maybe trying to look for another freebie to start. Oh, and that is not what happens. Fame slides across and Chadwick slides right under his reticle as he's holding that angle.
Yeah, that's really what it is, right?
Yeah.
You have the reticle, you have the pre-aim, but Fame, he just finds two. Yeah, gets the first blood. Clay is there for the trade, but just gets stunned. The slide with the Renetti TJ, though, going to plant the bomb as he's able to find one.
Yeah, it looks, it's such a joke when they like, slide under your pre-aim. You never even see him. It looks so silly because you're like, why did he shoot? Well, he didn't really see him until he's already getting popped up on. 3-on-2 for Gorillas. Trying to bring it back. TJ able to hit shots at range. Got one right next to him, though. That's Assault. To 1v1 we go. Felony. Fame. Oh. I thought he was walking off the map. He stays up.
Still weak, though. Still weak. Has not been able to regen his health. 40 HP. There is the regen. He has finessed around. He will see Fame.
The speed demon.
Wait, he didn't see him, so he has to check the bomb. And there we go. Fellow clutches up alongside TJ in the 2 versus 3.
I wasn't sure if he saw him or not when he popped up the one time.
Well, I was like, he's just going to play the time. And then he followed him. I'm like, oh.
Around and around we go. There is going in circles. My man Fellow looking like Usain Bolt in his prime, just sprinting.
Yeah, when Fame hit that shot to basically stop the regen, I was like, oh, he's going to get caught, but he just kept going. Fame can never catch up.
We got a hit marker like both sides of his screens at one point. I was like, what hit him? I was like, why is he not coming back to full? Yeah, he just hit a bullet that stopped it, but he was just able to stay ahead. Fellow with the clutch. Got a first blood apiece for the squad so far. Tack another one to Gorillas. Estriel is able to get one. Then a flurry of kills right after it. Once again, a 3-on-2 for Gorillas. Can you win with advantage this time, or is it some more magic from Felony?
Yeah, where they want to go with this. It looks like Gwyn, oh, this might happen again. Yeah, a player just goes right under where he was aiming. Looking at the player up top, and the one player with bomb and Estriel crossed. So they do have an idea this is going to be an A hit. But look at this. You can expect Assault all the way in his base. I don't know if they will, but bomb is planted. What is this timing like for Fellow? All right, bomb is still not planted, so able to catch it. But there we go. Yeah, Assault all the way back window still.
Yeah, you did your job. You got one off bomb, but you figured he'd be ready pretty quickly, and then you just rely on maybe somehow you read this from Assault.
There's no way.
Yeah, how?
I think you have an idea of like there's a player up top heli, right? Like with a quick trade, but you're wondering where is the third? Where is the third? Maybe they're working up top Propane Street, but he's just in his spawn still.
Yep. Old iron boots.
Hey, sometimes it just works. If it works, why change it?
A 4 in a row now for Fame. Started off with that first blood, I believe, in our last round. Obviously stayed alive through the 1v1 with Fellow as it went to time. But he's working towards a cruise.
Gwyn is up. Gwyn's up the B already. Diamond John just on the B street. Ravens have site control. Do they want to opt to go for this plant? But they don't have any info near Propane. Fellow is going to hit by a stun. It looks like that's going to be the go. They want to help out Fellow. There is a trade for now.
Oh, I thought you had that last bullet. It's when you got to win probably if you're Gwyn. You got the rival, but loses him for a second, and Assault hits the shots. 3-on-2 again. 3 rounds in a row. You've had numbers in this spot if you're LAG. Bomb down, and now you try to make a play. It's going to be all on Mr. Clay. That dominant effort that we saw last time we saw him here, not really there right now. It's been all Gorillas.
Yeah, I mean, this is just a map. A lot of the times your nades are connecting, some timings are going your way. It just feels like it'd be the easiest thing in the world, and then the next time you play it, everything can go wrong. And right now it kind of is for Carolina. As Assault up to 7-1, and his double really changed things here for Gorillas.
Trying to bring this back and tie up the series if you can.
I mean, you have 2 on 5 in a row, so that could be potential 2 cruises.
Yeah, and here I can,
Yeah, it's very good.
I can change the game real quickly, huh? Gorillas just looking maybe for some opening angles here. Fame up top. Heli trying to find number 6 for the cruise. Gwen's got eyes on him, and Gwen able to get the kill. So first blood. Now you followed up with a second. That second kill is what you really haven't found ever through the opening of this game. So you're in a 3-on-2 finally for Royal Ravens.
Well, the big thing is that's both players on streaks, right away. So there's no
I didn't realize it was a second, too, yeah.
There's no trades that come in. You never find number 6 on either Fame or Assault. So no cruise earned for Gorillas, and now it's Estriel on a 1 versus 3, but a nice switch up there. They make sure the players atop Heli are just uncomfortable, and, well, similar to what we saw from Assault, Gwyn just playing an off angle, able to find a freebie.
I mean, that flipped on its head, huh?
Yeah.
You get 2 players on streaks. You're rolling if you're Gorillas. They don't get any of the streaks, kind of a dominant round from Carolina, and suddenly it feels like you're right back in this. Kind of changed the scope of how
I'm
this
almost
map
just like
looked.
wondering, it's like if players are in that position, you have 2-on-5 in a row, you just kind of play around, even if you lose the round. Like play a whole round and just like TDM, just to find 2 cruises.
Yeah, if you're able to get both, especially when you have like a 2-round cushion.
Yeah.
You did, yeah. I mean, it's just a little different conversation now with how good they can be.
I mean, I totally get it why they don't. Obviously.
Yeah. Even sometimes when you're playing like that, it's hard to get them.
Yeah.
So. Gwen. Dancing with death. Here's the traffic below.
Yeah, last time he was here, he fell off the map, so he's got to be careful.
Yeah. True. Another first blood, though. Oh, not for long. That's the issue they kind of had through the first few rounds. Like, you'll get the first blood, then like bang, bang. Lightning strikes and Gorillas take advantage. This time, though, you at least get it to a 2 versus 2. You get away with your life. Estriel tries to chase it down, but can't get there in time. So, tons of time on the clock. Bomb in Gwen's hand. 1 versus 1 again. Diamond and Gwen.
Yeah, as you said, nice job by Gwen to find the trade. Played that long route. Well, he's going to set up. Diamond snaps. He's got the advantage with the MCW. Gwen with the rival. He knows it, so it takes the long-range fight. But Gwen takes a long route all the way through blue. It looks like Diamond has a bit of an idea. He does. I don't know if he gets a teammate call-out or what, but he is ready for that.
He like snapped.
And maybe that's one of those things where your teammates are spectating you. Maybe they got a different FOV than you, and they're able to spot him.
Yeah, I need to watch. I gotta see that again. Because we didn't. I didn't think he had like any info, but it looked like one of those moments where like a teammate calls something 100%. The way he like snapped over.
Oh yeah, definitely someone saw something.
Heard a slide or
Yeah, I mean he knows. He knows it for sure.
Yeah, I just don't know if you heard a slide or a teammate or what.
I think a teammate saw.
Must have been. Okay. Yeah, it seemed like one of those plays where you're just not going to be ready for that, and you're going to get caught, and then you were not. 4-2. Gorillas advantage now. Big 1v1 clutch there from Diamond.
You think these guys are like, when you're dead, switching to 120 FOV? Would that be smart?
I don't know.
No, I'm serious.
Yeah, no. Probably not the craziest thing, but I kind of doubt it, but maybe.
I'm a bit of a sicko. There we go. First blood for Fellow. Free Fire was coming in, but a quick trade from Assault to Diamond John's like, hello, TJ. There's that freebie. So after that first blood comes in, now you have man advantage for LAG.
How many times is that going to happen?
Clay's a very strong.
We've had a couple. They call him Mr. Biceps. Well, now he's Mr. I'm last alive. 1 versus 3. Able to take out 1 in Fame. Now can he clutch up in the 1 versus 2? You need this round badly if you are Carolina. Looks left. Unfortunately, he's right. Tries to just get a quick hop in. Not going to work out.
I was going to say,
over to Gorillas.
LAG were kind of playing very separate, giving him 2 one-on-ones. A lot of the times when people are done playing, they'll just play this spot. So these ninjas don't happen. Doesn't check it, though. Not ready for it. Diamond with the kill. And you kind of saw the frustration from Clay, just like, of course he's there.
Yeah, it's just kind of one of those things you commit to it. Like,
yeah.
I'm hopping this if he's
whatever.
There. Yeah. Now you'd have to win 4 in a row if you are Royal Ravens. Fame, Assault. Kind of dominating here. Your backpack was kind of Estriel in that map 1, but now it's been all Assault and Fame. And Ali said usually there's like 1 person popping up. Now you got 2. That's all it is.
Yeah, I mean, Diamond's on 4 in a row.
True.
Yeah, nice bounce back here from LAG. Can't find anything early in these rounds if you are Carolina, and a couple of times they did. Quickly traded by LAG, but Estriel on the board in the round. He's up to 3 in a row. Uses the smoke to finesse, ready for the trade, but TJ with the rival.
Well, as much as I hoped, maybe Royal Ravens had like another S&D map to add to their bag with how confident they looked on it last time we saw. It has not been the case here. I know you said how crazy this map can be, but I don't know if it's going to be a reliable one yet, because TJ is last alive. It's looking like a 6-2, and you just never really got anything going. Or those moments we got first bloods, you just instantly somehow lose 2 and you're into a 3 versus 2. Never a chance to really make a lot of plays with numbers. Or if you did, they disappear real quick.
Yeah, really quick. But LAG able to bounce back, tie the series up at 1 apiece. And they finally get going a little bit in search and destroy. Now up to 2-2 through the qualifiers. Keep it alive in this series.
We tied up 1-1 as we get ready to head to a control. Nice answer after the map 1. You had a good chance to win that one if you were Gorillas. You hung around for quite a while, but then Carolina took over in the map 2. I mean, it was just always like the second and third kill. Like they'd be in a hole, they'd bring it back. Somebody would clutch it up with a pair. Something would fall apart on the other side of it. You get a clutch one-on-one win. Some timings that were really unfortunate for Royal Ravens in moments.
I mean, I think you just look at the non-tradeds here, right? Look at the side of Carolina. It's not many.
Yeah.
Opposite side, 7, 7, and 8.
Well, I think it was just many times just like second and third kill. They just went bang, bang. Like, how many times is a 4-on-3 for Carolina and then 3-on-2 for LAG? I feel like that happened in 4 of the rounds. It was pretty unbelievable. Nice stuff there to get control. We now we'll stay on high rise here for control. Skid Row to follow, maybe a Rio map 5 if needed. But for me, it's just if you're going to be Carolina and you're going to make a run into a top 6 or make a nice run at these are the series you need to win.
Oh, no doubt about it. And I think for LAG, trying to turn things around, I think stage 1, talk about the respawn, they were like a top 4 control team. This is how they were extending series versus the top teams. This qualifier, they are 0-3. So like there's an area they have to get better. It's in this control.
Yeah, their hard point looked real good at times.
It was solid.
Too.
It wasn't as good as their control though.
No, but it looked like they could hang with people.
Yeah.
They could beat some solid teams, and it sort of fell apart a little bit too. So maybe trying to regain form there as you improve a little bit in search and destroy. But we're tied up 1-1. We'll get ready for the control, which is coming up next. Gorillas had to bounce back after the map 1 loss. Now it's time to see if Carolina can answer the call here in the control. TJ, Clay, Bella, Gwen look to get the dub. It's a big one in the scheme of things if they're going to get a winner's round start here at our Miami Major. Map 3 up after the break.
Upgrade your game with the Scuff, the official controller of the Call of Duty League. Slice up your competition with the Executive Chef Operator, now available in-game in the Call of Duty store. The Call of Duty League is brought to you by Monster Energy, the official energy drink of the CDL.
We are back and ready to keep it rolling. Shot at the control room here in Columbus, Ohio, the CDL studio, as we look to continue on. It's our final series of the night, but we got matches coming to you all weekend. We're getting ready for our major, which is just around the corner. We're headed to Miami. If you haven't got tickets yet, tickets are available. It's going to be a fantastic time. You've been watching your favorite team as they've been going through the gauntlet. It's all for this. Well, okay, it's all for this and Chaps at the end of the year, but the focus right now is Major II.
Yeah, I mean, rumors are saying you may show up in a Speedo.
Yeah, no, I'm working on my Speedo body, Joe. I want to cast in a Speedo. It's one of my lifelong goals. My model in life is Doug Sensor Martin, and I want to look like that, just vibing in a Speedo.
I don't think you're going to get there.
Spend my days riding on a jet ski into the moonlight.
I mean, that would be awesome.
Yeah.
But I don't think that's going to...
Joe, take me through the Monster pregame as you try to take your, I know, in your mind all you can picture is me in a Speedo, but try to...
Yeah, what I talked about before, the commercial break, LAG 0-3 this Major II Quals in control. You got a fixed stats. You can see right there, just 2.6 ticks cap per round. Really, you see lots of 11s, and there's only 12 teams in the league, so not good if you are LAG. The one good thing is, though, it's high-rise control, where they are 3-1 on the year. I think teams are just vetoing it versus them, but Carolina's like, let's play.
It'd be good if it was backwards and like 12th was the best.
Yeah, but it's not.
Yeah, it's not. This can be a wild one in control. We cast Invasion early in the day, you know, goes round 5 so often. Some crazy moments for sure, but high rise, how you never know what the hell is going to happen. Like, who's going to get who pinned and spawn? Who's going to make some insane moment? Is Estriel gets right back to his map 1 hard point, 3-0 start.
Yeah, I mean, that's really it. Yeah, he's just in respawn form right now versus Carolina, but a nice bounce back there from Clay and TJ to give them some map control. Nobody really working either point yet for LAG. In round 1, always tough when the field upgrades aren't available quite yet, especially this B point. There's nades, the stuns, they hit you, they hurt. But it's going to be 3 dead for Carolina.
We'll see if number 4 and Gwen finds any kind of opening. He doesn't. They'll pick that up. So now everybody back to spawn. Maybe the one guy to be in a position to get him out of this trap. Now the map starts exploding. TJ able to take out Assault. Now you get forward, out of spawn, try to apply some pressure to the point. Diamond Condo tucked away, trying to trade here. 1 burst left. That final pop not going to hit. Gwen somehow gets a second after that. And suddenly, you're there.
Yeah, nice retake there from Carolina. The trophy started to come up, but as you said, Gwyn just able to slide on through, has that rival in hand. He's up to 4-1, but you see the streak as a team 6 in a row to really just retake control of this map. Well, Raven's starting to pop on off, but not out of the woodwork yet. 2 go down, still 2 ticks done over towards B, so they can work B, get that minute extension.
Stun comes in. Estriel might be in trouble. He is. Shots going between 2 players as Double Chow comes in. They get him off the point. The point man on the other side of it will be Fame, who's trying to work up towards A. Assault with the clean gunny and headshots.
I thought Gwyn's shots were clean too, but maybe just a headshot comes through.
Headshots or something.
And then Assault just does that with the Renette. I think these guys are like, what the heck is happening? Because I'm thinking what's happening, but Gwyn, he's able to hit the double.
You tell me the server's at Assault's place.
I don't know about that, but man, guys looking a little invincible as a teammate's gonna keep Fame alive with 0.7 left. But there's a contest. There's a contest right now. There we go. LAG get on the point, and now it's an 8 versus 8.
It's a weird one. The first point is done. TJ now shooting nukes. Pop and Deddy trying to stay up. 8v7, 8v6. He did some damage here on offense if you're Gorillas. Well, things fall apart, and TJ is shooting now. Able to pick Estriel as well.
Is he in tie stance on purpose?
I guess. It looked like he was like melee in there. Like, I don't know if something like bugged for a second. I think something bugged.
Maybe he doesn't know how to get out of it?
Yeah, he's got me as confused as he looked.
But maybe he just likes tax stance around B. Doesn't matter. Carolina gets round number 1 win.
Yeah, when we first went to him, I was like, what is he doing? And then like he meleeed once, and yeah, I don't know. He's probably laughing. He's like, trying to get out of it. He swaps to the
well,
MCW
this reminds
right
me
after.
of like when the game first released with tax stance, right? And there are like some challenges. And I was doing the challenges, and all you had to do, right, is hold down ADS and push down on the D-pad.
Oh, I don't know, Joe. I turned that feature off in the game because it's dumb as hell.
Well, what I was saying is like for the challenges, is
yeah.
if you do that, and it sticks it. Maybe he just did it on accident and know how to get out of it. There were people in my chat like, bro, I'm trying to slide, and I don't know how you're doing these challenges.
I couldn't actually talk about what was happening there because the first thing I did when the game came out was I disabled it. So I don't know. I've never really used it. Oh. Tack sprint, tack stance, tack dive, tack jump. Super tactical.
There we go. Yes, very tactical. It's 5 kills in the round already for Carolina. Almost one takedown in B.
Trying to lock him in as Clay. 17 HP, but he's on 4 in a row. First bit of progress is done. Clay's streak will come to an end. Gwen, like a shark, he's circling, he's hunting. He's out of ammo, unfortunately, so he's going to drop. Now over to Fellow, who's the man on the point, nearly done with the second tick of progress. And TJ, I mean, he had a hot kind of end to that round where he was really shooting well. Continuing it here up to 12 and 7.
And now he's gonna just try to get pushed forward. Where's these players off spawn? The wall bait and connect, so you have that minute extension, 2 minutes, 6 life advantage. And Fellow, him and Gwen are gonna start to work towards A as they're gonna pause this clock for a moment. But Assault is there, but every time there's a trade, that is an advantage there for Carolina.
Fellow, TJ, both kind of approaching streak slowly here. All the way and around. Fame is able to pick that up. Fellow up to 5. 1 more needed, maybe, for the streak.
While this is going on, you have Diamondcon working B street. Yeah, he's able to get inside defensive spawn.
Oh, no. Oh, that was the streak right there.
Able to connect. A couple of gunfights almost get away.
That's the hardest 6 kill I've ever seen, but he gets it. He gets the streak. 17 lives for Carolina, 14 for LAG. They come through with 3 as Gwen is able to get 2 in the streak.
Right away.
Immediately into the fray as they're trying to apply pressure on Day. They know they get a second round victory here. You're in firm control of this map. 3. The building just too strong. They stay up, they get 2 kills. Assault's dodging bullets like he's primetime Neo.
Oh, he's dodging bullets, dodging missiles, able to play his life. I mean, that's a questionable decision. I mean, they're kind of going for the jugular, West Carolina. It is great to have that on defense if things go wrong, but we'll see if that comes back to bite him.
Well, you go for the jugular, you just miss and bite him in the shoulder or something?
Sure, yeah, and then he shoulders you in the face and you lose.
Yeah.
You're knocked out.
Oh, that can be tough, Joe. That can be tough.
It happens.
It does.
I think.
But still, no progress today. Good defense since they've gotten to this second point. If you are Gorillas, stunned up is Assault, just trying to stay up as the pressure going to be coming here shortly. Clayser, he's able to get 1. The push comes through as Gwen wraps around. He tries to fly forward, though, and Estriel is there and waiting. Shuts everybody down. 9v8 as this has been coming down to lives quickly.
Yeah, I mean, Gwen's just trying to get with that rival, get in his face, but he's already started to shoot over towards Clay, and then the pre-fire accidentally just, well, hits Gwen, so it turns into a 2-piece, gets them off A. Now the clock is ticking. It's an 8v8. But here comes Carolina trying to slide onto the barrels, but Estriel up to 4, make it 5. Where's the 6? Oh! Doesn't get it, his teammate does, and LAG tied up at 1.
Mr. Untradeable here. Like, dude, he has had some moments in these respawns. Whew. All right, his camera's frozen, right? They've been like that the whole time. I just looked to see if he was reacting to that play, and then I realized, has the camera been frozen the entire time? I'm just Estriel's?
Oh, I don't know.
Because Diamondcon's moving. Has Estriel's been frozen the entire series? I'm just now noticing it.
Man's icy, you never know. Emotionless.
Yeah, I was going to say he's like a statue, but like that's his teammate in Assault. No, he's not moving, right?
No, he's locked. He's absolutely locked.
How am I just now noticing this? I don't know, but all right, we can go into the next round.
I don't think it's always been.
No, I'm not sure, but...
It kind of doesn't look frozen, but it does.
No, right? At first I was like, is it? Because he just looks so natural, like he's just sitting there kind of locked. Oh.
He's still locked. He's trying to find number 6, though. Fame gonna bait for him.
No wonder he's been demonic. This guy's a robot, bro.
But it doesn't matter, because that's going to be 3 dead. I was hoping to find the kill. Not going to happen. But they're going to get onto the B point.
Yeah, they got 3 of them there, so it's moving. Moving quickly. Second bit done. Third getting close. You get Fame off it. It's only 2 here now. Fellow wants to pounce maybe before this finish. Get into contest. Tough fight, but Estriel is able to take it. He's moving again. Okay, so it could have been the whole time,
it wasn't the whole time.
Oh,
No,
dude, I thought for a second it was the whole time. I'm like, did I just notice this?
No, I mean, you're losing your mind, but
Oh.
I think you're good.
Okay, whew.
But he's able to earn the cruise. who's going to have that streak to work with is LAG.
I rarely look at like their faces unless it's like a crazy play. I'm just curious how they react. I was like, huh.
No emotion, motionless.
You get the first point efficiently. Get a little bit of a life advantage. Now you try to squeeze the life out of Carolina. Clay with a chow and a half there. Gets him down to 19, but can't quite close it out.
And that was a tough spot for Carolina. They were all stuck in windows. They were literally, I think there was one player hunting 3 in the windows. Like, they were pinned. But they kind of just played it patient enough where LAG ran into them. Now fighting out of their spawn is LAG. Because Clay and TJ take down 3.
Yeah, now quickly. I mean, that's what's wild about this map. It's like you have a chance to give a taste of your own medicine, but through the window, DiamondCon checking through the blinds. It's Clay. He's able to peek through and find. That's one way to stop you from getting pinned in your base. Those shots.
Yeah, but you got to go right back to it. Nice teamwork there from Carolina. Put themselves back in control this round. 45 seconds to work with. Really, just this 8 point has been a struggle for both of our teams.
Yeah, there hasn't really been a good chance yet, right? Like, no progress on it. Not a really good opportunity to turn it into any kind of big play moment on the objective. I mean, defensively, you've had some big play moments there, but...
Maybe Fame here working the pinch. Maybe an opportunity. Will someone pick this up for Carolina or not? Because he's going to be behind 2. But as he's flanking, his teammates die. So normally that's when someone turns around for Carolina. They won't have to. But because, I mean, his team's off spawn, he's just trying to do what he can. And while he's doing a lot, 4 in a row is Fame. Trying to put the pressure on, but Gwynedd fellow.
Also, I was surprised he stayed alive that long.
Yeah.
Considering, you know, 2 teammates die in front. Like you said, usually they turn their heads and they find him pretty quickly. 10 seconds now left to go. One final burst here from Gorillas. Not sure you're going to get much of a chance. You're not. Once again, the defense stands strong, able to hold. It just takes a moment, really. What electric moment to maybe get onto it, but no one's really found that opening yet.
No, and a lot of the times, you know, with the barrels, like you have that slide out moment. There's some finesse there. Like, I feel like usually there's a play, a chance, but teams have been locking down blue, just not really letting them get to the point.
Two 2-1 edge now to Royal Ravens. See if they can find some success on offense. From just kind of a KD standpoint, nothing really popping off the page that much. Pretty similar results on either side of it. It's kind of how the rounds have felt, just kind of back and forth. One team kill there from Fell. And Estriel's kill likely slowing down any success here early on offense.
Yeah, he still has a crew to work with as well in case anything kind of goes wrong for Royal Ravens. Or sorry, for LAG. So Clay just trying to work with his team, maybe work over towards this 8 point, but not gonna happen. So just this back and forth battle continues.
Gwen just holding there, sees the gun, just waiting for him to push. This gets caught, tossed in the stun, so he's going to drop a flurry of trades through. And you'll get on to B here if you are Fellow. Just not a ton of help yet, but the help's starting to come on forward. There's also a pistol soaring on forward. DiamondCon, I thought, was going to get another there. I think it put 2 solid bursts into another player. But there haven't been many, like, honestly, just think about this map too, and like how often we've seen teams get like, you know, you're like trapped for like a minute in your base, like 1 3 down, 4 down. Like there hasn't been a lot of that. Like,
what's really interesting to me as well is we haven't seen any like rivals. It's all MCWs. Normally around this B point, it's usually 1 or 2. And we've seen it at times throughout this map, but right now it's just 8 MCWs going at it. That crew, as we talked about, gonna be called in. And I don't know where it hit, but it doesn't hit anyone. So all of Carolina able to play their life, and then off of it, find 3 kills. So on to B goes Royal Ravens.
A chance now for the extension. You're on A as well. You got to make sure you at least finish B here for the time, which they should be good. They've got 2 there, but what kind of progress can you find?
You're just going to transition to A. You're going to 3-stack this. You're going to 3-stack this if you're Royal Ravens.
TJ on 5 in a row. Chance to get a streak too. If things get dangerous, he does get the 6, so he'll have the opportunity to do that. Gwen's pushed up. He's on 4. No offense to a burst. Sometimes it just takes a moment. Not quite done yet. You're able to regain control here of the point. TJ does call that cruise in instantly. Gets one through the window. A minute to play with and about half a point left to finish.
Yeah, the problem is, though, is Estriel's just right up the middle of the map and takes down their teammates. So behind the cruise, they're hoping to get right back on A, but doesn't happen because Estriel's cutting them off. But you do have, what, a 5-life advantage with a minute to go.
The lives could be massive here.
Yeah, Clay's just going to play spawn kills.
Try to do just that. Assault gone. Nice. I thought he snapped back just in time to win it, but Fame able to get the better of him. But no respawns remaining now for the Guerrillas side of things. TJ taking the route.
I mean, if you're TJ, I think you're just going to have to bait for a moment. Yeah, there we go. Get him on A. Start sprinting. Doesn't hold.
Yeah, I thought he was just going to hold it once they hopped on it and catch them sprinting. Instead, he gets caught sprinting, and things seem to fall apart for a little bit, but you just don't have that many lives left. 3 remaining. Now 2 up. Dancing his fellow. He's had the moves all night long. Still around Miguel. Finally, TJ able to finish with the Simtex. They stop the clock on the point. Last person will be Fame. He will fall. And Carolina Royal Ravens will get the map victory. And there was really just one big moment. Just that kind of sequence in B to A. No one had really been a threat offensively until that. How did things unravel, Joe, for Guerrillas?
Well, I just don't know really what happened because
it was right to the streak, right?
Right into the cruise, and the cruise didn't hit anyone.
Cruise hits nothing, and you got 3 kills, like bang, instantly.
Yeah. And then you kind of just have a player top heli, a player on A, player on B. You're just trapped, and they had a teammate jump in from Assault.
Assault blew himself up. Yeah, he blew himself.
Right. So like, as soon as that happens,
I mean, think when you're blowing yourself, yeah. What are you gonna do? That's tough for Assault. 3-1.
And now 0-4. In the qualifiers if you are LAG on control, so.
And like that, it's tough because, you know, usually when you're a team that's struggling.
TJ cooking.
No, I said that after, what round was it where I was like, TJ's shooting. It was like round 1 or 2. I think he was only like 8 and 5 or something when I said that, but he had a couple kills where I was like, it was right after you were talking about, like, we were joking if like the router or the server is in Assault's basement.
Yeah, right here.
And then TJ just started frying. I was like, all right.
And I started to pop off. Gets a cruise as well. Weren't the most efficient streaks on this map, but it doesn't matter. Just Carolina get the victory. But yeah, I don't know where Estriel's cruise went. And then after that, they all died. And then after that, they pretty much lost.
I mean, how many times I feel like have we seen it? I feel like it sticks out to me more, like, I'm talking like historically with the game, like, sometimes we'll see things falling apart trying to get a streak, right? Like it's, I'm trying to think of a good example. Like, I don't know, let's say it's like a BZ on FaZe. He's your point man, right? He's the guy hitting stuff. He needs one more kill. They kind of change their setup trying to get him streaks and things fall apart. Sometimes, like, you change how you play when you're using a streak and things get a little awkward that we've seen. It's not the first time I've seen that. Like, you use a streak and then everything just collapses.
Well, it's weird too, because you have all the info.
I hear you, but like,
no,
it's always been a thing. I don't know.
Well, there we go. Carolina now with a 2-1 series lead. They really pop off there in that round 4.
Just feels like it's one or the other. It's like you get a kill with the cruise and you kill some other people and like you just snowballs, or like it's just the total opposite and it's a blunder. Frustrating, I'm sure. Defense was lights out until a moment it wasn't. TJ has a strong map. We now get ready for Skid Row hardpoint. You won the map 1 hardpoint if you were Royal Ravens. You look to get it done here now on Skid Row. Close this out. And again, it's just one you need to win. If they're going to be, I just think we think there's more potential right now for Royal Ravens to get to a winner's bracket, to maybe make a run than there is for Guerrillas. Show it to me.
Yeah, I mean, if they want to improve from Major 1 and kind of what they showed there on LAN, starting in winner's bracket is a good start, but also beating some of these bottom 4 teams and getting into the middle of the pack.
They won 2 series, right?
Yeah.
They won 2 series? Yeah.
Or maybe 1 or 2. I don't know. I forgot. It's a long time ago.
Yeah, no, it really was, right? But speaking of rookies on these teams, you got some special players in Estriel and Gwen. You know, it's been doing this a long time. One of the fun parts for me is just seeing these young players as they come up and, you know, you get thrown into a lot of different situations on different teams. You know, some people are set up for success. Some people are set up for failure. We've seen people come and go, but these guys, despite the teams not finding maybe a ton of success, you're on the upper echelon. These guys have shown out.
Yeah, I think they've all had their individual moments. We've already seen it here from Estriel today. Win versus some of the top teams. has had some insane moments, especially in respawns.
It's not frozen there, but like for a moment I thought it was because he's still just sitting in the same.
He's locked.
Yeah,
I can tell you.
He is locked, dude.
And then, I mean, it's kind of open now again because I think the favorite, probably still the favorite, is Linz with Rocker, but who knows what's happening with that ship.
Yeah, that ship looked like, I don't know.
A top
got rebuilt, it was real sturdy, and then a couple cannonballs came through. It's leaking water.
An iceberg. But he's still playing well.
Is it too soon for a Titan? Never mind.
Yes.
All right, map 4.
Yeah, first in rotation, third in rotation, and then it's just 11th in hold and 9th in hold, so
we rotate, we just don't win the gunfights after we rotate.
yes, it's just not good. And well, I mean, the record's got to say 1 and 2 there as we saw, and then 2 and 4 for LAG.
Nice little start and sequence here from Royal Ravens. TJ hot off the map 3 where he was putting up some numbers. See if he can keep that going. Early rotating already is holding kind of for P2. Will be at number 1 in Clay, or he was just kind of clearing things out. Now wrapping back. Next person off spawn, that'll be their job to get over there. That'll be Fellow. Trying to get an added person here with the cutoffs.
Yeah, I mean, he's just kind of making sure nobody slips on through, but after the first fight starts, really he knows, okay, LAG, they're just going to play for the rest of the time as they should. Try to get around 30, 35 seconds, kind of negate sort of the good spawn that Carolina have for this P2.
Clay trying to hunt one down here in crates. Pistol out, pre-fire comes through, but he's able to stay up and win it. No chance really in that fight as he's so weak. So he will drop, and now he had some positions to push if you're Gorillas. That's really step 1 of an 8-step program here to break P2.
Yeah, 8 or 9. As well, they're just not able to get past step 1 yet. Fame, though, is still here crate side, but already 20 seconds off the clock. You already have some trophies down. Pretty much just avoid these nades. Here comes maybe the last push for LAG. They have a lot of pressure. A lot of pressure here, but the position just a little bit too strong. It's Gwyn with a double. That is going to be all 4 dead as we're going to rotate over to P3.
I think you're okay if you're Gorillas at this point.
Yep.
Like, yeah, I mean, it's kind of what you expect to be the case for that spawn side. Not having P2 control. This is where you start to bring it back, though, on P3. You need to have a nice answer. In behind enemy lines, though, will be TJ. You have a chance to set up kind of a nice pinch onto this point. One side of that pinch just got ripped off.
Yeah, it's just kind of an info game. And when you have top middle control, you can do what Assault's doing. Just peek around, try to see where this push is coming on through from. You can also peek towards Ticket. And they're not ready for Clay. I think Clay might just get a freebie here. So yeah, they're gonna go. Nobody is watching Ticket side. Clay just walks on up, and that leads to a break.
It's like he was the other side of that pinch the first time. They stopped it, and then it's like once they killed him, they thought he was going to be spawning out the other side, so it wouldn't be another.
Well, I just thought someone was top left. I thought they would just peek sooner or later over towards Ticket, or someone on the hill just watched Ticket, but doesn't happen.
I mean, even when we went to the third person camp, you saw it was like literally everyone just like laying there watching one side of it. I'd have to watch that back and see if it's a weird spawn that Clay gets or a weird timing that he gets through. I'm assuming it's just a lack of communication there from LAG.
Well, I see the weird spawns didn't happen, but still,
no, I hear you. I mean, enough time passed that you would think someone would pick it up. Yeah,
watch that, but doesn't happen.
It just looks so goofy. Like
now Carolina have a very significant lead, trying to break here towards this P4.
Yeah, I said Gorillas felt pretty good after the first few. That changes real quickly after that P3 break. Another chance to answer here, though, but they slow down the first few. TJ then able to take out 2, so he keeps it messy here. TJ's double is what keeps it messy. You then are able to keep funneling people into the point. Nice break there from Carolina.
Yeah, Gorillas, though, down in this series. Let's go to a listen with LAG.
That's
one top mid right here. Can we take it, yo?
I'm in garage, I'm
trying to get your ticket right now.
Old, weak fellow. I'm getting They're both bottom mid and old, that's 2.
I'm crates right now.
Small top mid, I'm trying to back up.
Yeah, I'm taking mid right now.
I'm low P2 right now. Get time. Needed. I saw one back up.
I get time probably.
Do you have a sub or?
Yeah, one garage.
I
TJ, we take it.
Garage out, Gwyn.
It's up, I'll build.
I got one ticket.
One off hold.
I'm pitching here.
Got him.
One's in the tunnel, okay? The guy pulled in the tunnel. I were taking a sec. I were taking it.
I don't see
ticket played for me. 2 ticket side. 2 ticket side. This
I'm in garage then. They
double down the
I spawn again. I
got wall.
tunnel got me. He's already out.
I'm gonna get ticket. I'm gonna get ticket right now. I'm gonna get ticket. Got one ticket on you. Got one. I got one.
Garage.
It
could be close.
I'm just gonna keep it white, yo. Another cross on the time.
I'm trying to nade it.
No trophy. No trophy. We need this guy.
He's not trophy.
I got text. I got text. Let's right dead.
Fork's not moving.
Oh,
I can't see it. Fork left. He's crossing out.
Garage backed up. He's just holding cross.
He's on close wall.
Close TJ. Absolutely.
Yes, I see him.
Window, got him.
They know. He's already top it.
Top it, Clay. Wheel, you guys.
Window hit once.
I'll go find time.
Someone find him.
He's on the mattress. On the mattress.
I'm trying to quick.
Playing chop side. Watch out, top. Jumped out.
Sniper window hop. It could be back out.
He's already getting outside. In the hallway. He won't make me.
I sent.
We get through the list of Gorillas. I feel like, I mean, you're probably frustrated in this map, but there was just a lot of like, all I heard called was like where someone was and if they were weak. Not like the small talk, the big picture stuff. It was sort of just like one shot here, weak here, you know?
Well, and that's just kind of what happens. You have, I mean, almost everybody negative outside of Diamond. You're just losing some gunfights. You're a little frustrated. You're down 90 in the map.
It sounded frustrated to me, even if it wasn't like, maybe the voice wasn't frustrated. Like, the comms were, I don't know.
Yeah, I saw Salto kind of said it. He said, we get back in this game, we just got to combine P1 and P2. Have to hold on to this, not able to do so. And then on rotation is Clay. Just allows his teammate, he's the safety net to make sure they don't get back into this game with this rotation over towards the second hill.
Him and Fellow did a good job the first time through, is making sure they secured that time. You get everything here at P2, and this is close to being done. Not quite, but likely it is. So now, if you're Gorillas, you have to break one of the hard points. Can you do it? You got Gwen lurking in behind. Gwen nearly taking down a second in transition. Fellow's on 5 in a row. I mean, a streak would kind of ice this point, I would think, because you've got to bail out.
I mean, you had 6, 7, 8 on the side of LAG. We're on the 7th hill, so think about it that way, just the way this is going for Carolina.
Yeah, I think at the beginning of the listening, I said, I was like, Estriel's got 1 through 5. That is tough, and he's been frying in the respawns, too.
Yeah, he's had a great series that really outside of this map. But Carolina in control. This 35 seconds pretty much puts the game away. So pressure on LAG to break a very hard P2. Fame's able to find a double, but can they help him out? And, well, there is maybe the opening. Estriel on the point.
You get in, 20 seconds left. It's just you're still down 120. The fact is you had to get a break. You had to get something there, some kind of break. But you got a P3, which it's breakable, but it's still like, I mean, if you're watching both directions, it's less hard to break. So,
yeah.
We'll see if Carolina can deal with the pinch opportunities that may be presented in this hard point. Clay not able to get the better of Fame as he puts him in the trash can, and now you try to secure this time. Gwen will be the first guy in at 15 and 9. First peek, laid out. Second from the same spot, not ready for that. He had to be head on a swivel. He was the only guy there, and now, okay, that a lot of times, the scoreline wasn't as like big as it is. A P2 to 3 like this, you really have a chance to swing back into it. It's just still a large deficit.
Yeah, it starts with Fame, really to give them laundry side, and then everyone's heads on a swivel with Estriel able to find 3 in a row. Still have the crews to work with from Fellow. Earned that earlier in the game. But yeah, I think Carolina, no, we're just going to play this a little safe. TJ was thinking about maybe hitting old, but just want to rotate over towards P4.
Yeah, that's just one of those moments. I mean, like, if it was a tight game, like that's the kind of moment you maybe win a game, but you just go down so big early. You have to have a lot of moments like that.
And this is what you should do, right? You gamble a little bit. 5 seconds here, 5 seconds there, the game is over.
They have the luxury of it, though. That's the luxury of having a big lead. But can you break again? Can they do it for a third hard point in a row? Fame, he's putting on. Still 2 players alive. Sliding in as TJ gets in under the gun, but the trade comes through. Last man standing is Gwen. Nobody in the hard point. Listen, that's a scary moment for Royal Ravens, but you do enough to keep them out of the point.
Yeah, it's just a great job by the rivals of Royal Ravens putting the pressure on. I thought LAG had the chance the moment the spawns come through. TJ, he's up to 3 in a row, and now you have that cruise to work with, but just 4 seconds needed for Carolina to win the series.
You're gonna have to get this time and somehow push out, and well, okay, you win a couple key fights, you've got a chance maybe to get to the next hard point before you can seal the deal. If you're Royal Ravens, Clay, top P2, looking for angles, able to snap on 1 outside the garage. 3 will drop, nobody near P5 for the side of Gorillas.
Just Fame.
Okay, I say Fame somehow pops off 2 or 3 again. But that'll do it. Royal Ravens are able to get this series victory. The only downside, really, the high-rise search maybe didn't look as good as last time we saw it, but when you're improving in search, you also need to retain some value in the respawns, and they do that here. They're able to win the 1-3-4. They get it done. I'm sure Gorilla's a little flustered.
Yeah, I mean, respawn-wise, I mean, I think the control, just that round 4 was an odd one. I think they were right there with Carolina. It was a back-and-forth battle, but hard points, yeah, Carolina just a step ahead.
Yeah, they absolutely were, and
maybe 2.
Yeah, no, I just think, listen, you heard some, I think you heard both listen-ins. It's interesting because we had 3 today that I can think of. Like, the Optic one was really good, like a really, really good listen-in. Here you heard like 2 frustrated ones. It was 2 kind of frustrating moments for both teams. It just felt like Royal Ravens kind of dealt with the frustration better.
Yeah, no, 100%. That's when they kind of turned the game around because they felt like the game was getting away from them in map number 1, but that's when they kind of went on a crazy.
Whereas you kind of hear the wheels coming off for LAG, I'm like, uh-oh, this
yeah, they're like, we're losing too many gunfights. Things aren't looking very good here.
Yeah. No, you see, just a consistent lead throughout the course of that one from our game flow chart on Skid Row. Nice victory, and listen, that's one where I said multiple times over the course of that, I think if you want to, contender's not the right word, but if you want to be a team that's going to be in a winner's bracket, maybe win a couple of series, show us maybe you got more